Ironheart Performance. If you want to move with purpose, perform with confidence, and actually own the way your body shows up in sport and life, you need more than just workouts. You need a blueprint.
This series is called the Iron Blueprint for Strength and Athleticism. And inside it, I'm breaking down the fundamentals that too many people skip over in their training. This is where we master the why, the how, the execution behind what makes an athlete explosive, resilient, and adaptable, no matter the environment. Today's lesson is where it all starts: power, the application of strength at speed.
Power isn't just for sprinters and football players. It's what keeps you sharp, responsive, and dominant in whatever you do. Whether you're an athlete, coach, or just someone who refuses to move through life sluggish and reactive, over the next few lessons, we'll cover the 5 key qualities that every performance-driven program must address: power, balance and stability, endurance, mobility, coordination, and fluidity.
So in today's lesson, I'm going to walk you through what power really is, beyond the buzzword, why it matters for everyone, not just elite athletes, how to train for it the right way, and the common mistakes that keep most people from ever unlocking it. If you're someone who lifts heavy but doesn't move fast, and if you've got strength but no snap, if you've been training hard but you feel like you've lost your edge, then this lesson is for you. Let's break it down by starting off with what power really means. In biomechanics and exercise science, power is the rate at which work is performed. Mathematically, it looks like this: power equals force times velocity. But what does that really mean? Force is the amount of strength you can generate, how much pressure you can apply to a bar, the ground, or an opponent. Velocity is how fast you can move while doing it. So power isn't just about being strong, it's about being strong quickly. Here's a simple way to think about it. Strength is the size of the engine. Power is how fast that engine can accelerate the car. You might be able to squat 315 pounds slowly, under control, and for a solid rep. That's strength. But if I load the bar to 225 and tell you to move it with max effort, to explode out of the hole like it's the first snap of a playoff game, that's power. Or take a vertical jump, your ability to produce force fast through the floor into flight. That's power too. Strength is your potential. Power is what you can do with it in real time. Now, here's what most people get wrong. They assume power is only important for sprinters, fighters, or football players. But the truth is, power is what keeps you young. It's what keeps you responsive, quick on your feet, and hard to knock down. As we age, strength declines, but power declines even faster. And what happens is your reflexes slow down, reactions disappear. Even basic things like catching yourself from a fall become a challenge. If you want to move well at 30, 40, 50, and beyond, you need to train for speed, intent, and reactivity, because that is power. And if you're an athlete or even just someone who moves like one, power is your difference maker. It enhances your vertical jump, your first step explosiveness, and ability to decelerate without breaking down. It improves your ability to throw, swing, strike, and change directions in real time, not under just perfect conditions, but on the field, on the court, or under pressure. And maybe most important, it helps you absorb force quickly, which means fewer injuries, fewer setbacks, and more consistency in your performance. Now, let's talk about what actually drives power. Power lives in your nervous system, not just your muscles. To move explosively, you need to be able to recruit the right muscle fibers at the right time with the right intent. Specifically, we're targeting type 2 muscle fibers, also called fast twitch fibers. These are fibers that are responsible for high output, short duration efforts. They create serious force very fast, but they fatigue quickly, which is why power work is all about quality over quantity. To unlock these fibers, you need to train your nervous system to fire quickly and efficiently.
There are three key factors that influence power output. Firstly, rate of force development, how quickly you can produce force. And this is what separates an explosive athlete from a slow one. We're not just trying to lift, we're trying to lift fast. Secondly, motor unit recruitment, your brain's ability to activate large, powerful muscle units fast. The more efficiently that you can recruit these high threshold units, the more explosive you become. And lastly, intramuscular coordination, how well your muscles work together. Because power isn't just about force, it's about timing, rhythm, and synchronization. Clean sprints, start of a vertical leap isn't just strength, it's a precise, coordinated aggression. So how do we train for it? Power training looks different from your typical hypertrophy or strength block. We're not just chasing the pump, and we're not just grinding until failure. Instead, we're chasing speed, precision, and most of all, intent. The goal isn't to lift the heaviest load possible. It's to move a moderate load as fast and as clean as possible. It's about programming your nervous system to fire hard and recover quickly. That means short sets, full recovery, and reps that stay crisp from start to finish. Let me show you exactly how to do that, starting with the tools that I use with my athletes. Getting started with Olympic lifts and their variations. Now, I know that these can be somewhat intimidating, and yes, they require good coaching and quite a bit of a learning curve, but if you want to develop serious explosiveness, nothing recruits the body like these lifts. So movements like power cleans, hang cleans, high pulls, snatch pulls, all the variations, they teach you to express force through triple extension. That's your hips, knees, and ankles driving together at a high speed. That's the same movement pattern behind sprinting, jumping, and launching out of different cuts. So you're teaching your body to explode as one unit. And like we mentioned before, they're not just about strength. These lifts demand coordination, rhythm, timing under load. The exact same qualities that carry over into athletic performance. Now, if you're new to Olympic lifting, you don't have to start with a full barbell snatch on day one. You can begin with simpler derivatives, dumbbell snatches, kettlebell swings, or a med ball clean, and throws to build a foundation of speed and hip drive. The key is intent. I've said before, every rep needs to be fast, clean, and deliberate. For Olympic lifts and their variations, aim for 2 to 4 reps per set with sub-maximal loads, about 70 to 85% of your 1 rep max. Keep your bar path tight, rest 60 to 90 seconds between sets, and don't chase fatigue, chase speed. Next up, plyometrics. Plyos are all about reactive strength and your ability to absorb force and reapply it fast. Think about a vertical jump. You drop down quickly into a squat and immediately explode upward. No pause, no delay. That's reactive snap. It's what plyos train. Movements like box jumps, broad jumps, single leg hops, depth drops, they all sharpen your ability to use the elastic energy and generate force with minimal ground contact time. But this is where a lot of people mess up plyos, so they treat them like they're conditioning. More reps, less rest. What happens? You slow down, your form breaks down, and now you're not training power anymore. You're just surviving reps. Plyo work should be high quality, high effort, so stick to 3 to 5 reps per set, focus on quick ground contact time, and rest enough to keep output high. And don't forget to vary direction. Mix vertical and horizontal jumps to fully develop power in all planes. Now, let's talk about one of the most underrated tools, in my opinion, for power development, the medicine ball. If Olympic lifts are your heavy hitters, medicine balls are your fast twitch finishers. They let you train rotational, anti-rotational, and upper body explosiveness without loading up the spine or overcomplicating the movements. And you can rip them, toss them, and slam them, and move with the kind of speed that you can't safely get under a barbell. They are also incredibly movement specific. So rotational slams mimic a punch or a bat swing. Overhead throws mirror the intent of a clean press. And chest passes sharpen the horizontal forces that we use in pushing off or tackling. And here's the big benefit. They allow for full speed, full range intent without worrying about technique breakdown under load. So choose a ball light enough to move fast,
usually in the 6 to 12 pound range. If it's too heavy to accelerate aggressively, then you're not training for power. You're just moving weight. Stick to 3 to 5 reps per side, rest 60 to 90 seconds between sets, and treat every throw like it's a knockout punch. Full intent, max velocity. Don't go through the motions. Now let's hit the other side of the curve. Speed strength lifting, also known as the dynamic effort method. And this is where we're training with lighter loads, about 30 to 60% of your 1 rep max, and focusing on moving the bar or whatever implement as fast as possible. Exercises like trap bar jump squats, speed bench with bands or chains, or dynamic Olympic lifts fall into this category. The goal here isn't to just grind. It's to teach your nervous system to fire fast and train your body to accelerate with intent. Use 4 to 6 sets, 2 to 3 reps, rest fully in between each set, and prioritize bar speed over load. If velocity drops, reduce the weight or take a longer rest. This is a neuro game, not a muscular one. So, now you've got 4 primary strategies for training power: Olympic lifts, plyos, med balls, and speed strength work, or dynamic work. Each one develops a different piece of the puzzle, but together they help you move better, react faster, and dominate with control. Now, before we wrap up, let's clean up the mistakes that kill power development and recap. Mistake number 1, going too heavy. You're being too slow. If the weight is so heavy that your movement significantly slows down, you're not training for power, you're training for strength. That has its place, but it's not the mission here. Mistake number 2, not resting enough. Power work taxes the nervous system, not just your muscles. If you're taking 20-second rests between jump sets or throws, you're not giving your body enough time to recharge. Rest 60 to 90 seconds between efforts. You earn those next reps, so rest up. Mistake number 3, low intent. Power training is all out. You don't get to go through the motions and you don't get to cruise through sets. Every rep should feel like it matters, like you're in competition right now, because you are, with yourself. So here's what I want you to walk away with. Power equals force times velocity. It's not just how strong you are, it's how fast you can use that strength. Remember, strength gives you the engine, and power gets the engine to the pavement. So whether you're an athlete, a leader, or a high performer trying to reclaim your physical edge, power is what bridges the gap between your training and your real-world performance. We build it with intention, we protect it with recovery, and we express it through explosive, purposeful movement. This isn't just about working out harder, it's about moving smarter. And it starts by respecting the system. That concludes lesson 1 of the Iron Blueprint for Strength and Athleticism. Power is not optional, it is essential. And if you want to take this further and you want to apply it inside the system and train with real feedback and get built differently from the inside out, then I can show you how to do that inside our programs. But no matter where you're at right now, just own your reps, move with intent. You're built for more, keep forging your greatness, and I'll see you in the next one.